Alright, what is going on, guys? Crypto Mac here, bringing another crypto video. Today we're going to take a look at Rune Thorchain and just do an update video for Rune. So if you like the videos, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. And just want to say this video is not financial advice, so please do your own research. Okay, Rune, we've hit $7. Rune is trading at $7, very nice, right? We went into the $5 range, $5.90, and have come up now to $7. Pretty good, pretty happy. And we actually look at this from the bottom, even just this bottom here, a 30% increase in 2 days. Not bad, pretty good. Obviously Bitcoin had a nice move up, and it's just good to see Rune as well having a nice move. Straight away we can see a W form, which is good. We broke out and we're currently below the line, or about on the line, so we're kind of like testing support from this breakout, but a W is formed with the price target about $8, which is pretty good. So we're going down, as I said, testing like this support line at the moment. Hopefully we can bounce off, head up, and then, you know, there's resistance here, so I would say around this line and about this line is where we could find ourselves in the next move and see a bit of a maybe momentary sideways movement if we can get up there, which is really good. As I said, Rune trading at $7 is good to see. We haven't seen that, you know, not a while ago, but it's been about a week since we've had a level around this. So it's good to see. We went as high as about $7.70, which is nice. But we can see the big thing is that we can see there was support here, which we've seen here twice. We saw here twice, and then here we saw it. Well, you could probably say 3 times. I was going to say twice, but you look, support once, twice, and 3 times. Obviously, we did come through. I'm not against that, but we can see here we came through, and same with here. So, you know, you could kind of put 2 lines if you wanted to. You could draw one there, and then like a second line here, and say like within that region, kind of, or you could even just bring it down if you wanted. But in this level is support line, and historically we've held support here for the past sort of 6 months. So we did again, which is really good to see. Holding support once again and bouncing off. So the next, as I said, on the short term, we're looking at this W. Things are looking decent. Hopefully we can hold this line. As I said, I know we are currently below it, but hopefully we can get above it and hold it support and then hit that target, as I said. So that'd be pretty ideal. The other thing is we sort of broke this channel as well. So if I get rid of these, this is the move we were in as well for Rune, was this sort of descending channel, falling wedge. We also broke out of this, which is bullish as well, as you probably could figure. Some good signs, and it's good because we haven't had these good signs for a while. I'd say ever since, you know, I mean, things were all right here when we were trading around $11, $13. But then once we come down here, it was just kind of just bleeding, constant bleeding. But now, the price target here is about $8. Not massive moves, I know, but just good to see breaking the downtrend, you know, breaking a downtrend and breaking out. And then, I mean, we might come down and test support, that'd be fine. And then start the next move up. But as the moment, things are looking just a little better, I would say. Just wanted to get those lines back, especially this line here. That's like our main support line, I would say, and we saw that happen. So that's pretty good. If we look at the more larger time frame, obviously there's this symmetrical triangle that we've spoken about for a bit, and would just be nice to get back into this. That's one of my more near-term goals for Rune, is if we can break back into this channel. So start to move back up here, and to break $11 is kind of that key spot. I would think that there would be resistance here at the line, so we could rebound off it and then have to try it again. And of course, it's dependent on Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean, Bitcoin's calmed down in the past kind of 12 hours, and so Rune's still holding up decent, but it's gonna be hard to see Rune get into this level as Bitcoin's just kind of moving sideways, which it currently is. We did go up a little bit, but not major moves. We need a little bit bigger. Ideally, to get above the bull market support band is our main goal. To get there would be incredibly bullish for the entire market, and incredibly bullish for Rune. And just for speculative reasons, The price target for the breakout here is well above the all-time high at $21, and that's why I say speculation, because that's pretty crazy. It's at $32, the price target. If we were to break out somewhere around here, which is late January, which seems realistic, seems possible. I'll say it seems possible that we could get a breakout there to come back in and then break out. That'd be super nice, and $32 Rune would be something I'm pretty happy about. I'm sure many other people would be as well. For that to happen, we definitely need Bitcoin to soar quite a bit back to 60k, maybe even 70, 80k. But 70, 80k by late Jan probably wouldn't be on the cards. 60k maybe. Another thing, look at Bitcoin, Rune against Bitcoin. This is actually a pretty good graph, and I like that we held this line of support again. I think that's extremely important that we held this line. And you just look at the last 2 times we held the line. It was right here and right here. What happened? Well, we pumped up, right? We went up to the top. Rune, in other words, Rune just really outperformed Bitcoin and did pretty good. As we saw some solid moves, 150%. This one, 130%. So if we see the next move, it'll probably be a similar percentage. If we hit that top line, about 140%. Oops. So pretty solid. Hopefully we can get up there. That for this to happen, we need Bitcoin to have a good move, because as I say all the time, when Bitcoin starts performing well and starts an uptrend, that's where altcoins will tend to outperform Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin pumps 10%, altcoins might pump 13%, and that's where you see these graphs of the lines going up. We look at the last big run for Bitcoin. This was it, and this is where Rune really took off here as well, an all-time high. That's a 450% move, a massive move for Rune, and then obviously a massive correction, and now in this broadening wedge currently. But as I said, we're holding support at the moment. That's extremely important, extremely bullish, and I'm happy for that. One other thing to look at is obviously the RSI indicator. So I'll pull that up really quick. The RSI, we saw it go super low. We talked about this as well with a lot of coins. We've talked about this. Might pull up the logarithmic graph just for a second, and just to look at past movements. So we can see it's only been at this level as it was about a week ago. The line was here. We can see it's only hit this point twice in the past, and from here was 120% move. It looks like nothing, but because it's the logarithmic graph. Saw a good move here when it was down this low level, and more importantly also here was low, and it went up 260% to this line, and then even higher was a 430% move. Let's just zoom in on that. So right here, this is the wick. This is when the RSI was right on 30, and then it went up 450% to that high there. And it's just important to look at what's happened historically, what's occurred in the past. Well, last time we hit this level, we moved up, and the RSI went very high, I know, and that would just be an indication maybe to sell some, take some profits, I guess. Not financial advice, but as I said, it's nice to see what the price was at a while ago and what took place there. We saw the RSI went as low as about 31, nearly in oversold territory. So pretty good. If we look at the Bitcoin chart, which is pretty important, here is a market at the 4 hourly. So we can see we're in this falling wedge. I talked about this quite a bit on the channel with many altcoins. What we're seeing play out. So firstly, we broke out of the falling wedge. Very bullish. Very happy with that. We were in this pattern for about 2 or 3 weeks. Had the breakout. The target's 52,000, which is above the 21-week EMA, which would get us above one of the bull market support bands. And we didn't hit it, obviously. There's also, this line is also right in range with this high here, so there will definitely be some key resistance there. It's coming back down, and I would say, look, there's a chance we come straight through and fall back into this wedge. I think that's the most, in my opinion, that's the most unlikely scenario, is that we just come back down into this falling wedge, because to fall back in, then we're going to hit levels of 46, 45, even like 44,000. Right, I think that's the most unrealistic. The other 2 possibilities is that we come down and test support on this line, go to about 46,000, test some support, and that's where we see the big move off that to go to 52,000. I think that's definitely a possibility, and it can be quite fearful when that takes place, because you come down to this region, you don't know if you're going to hold support, but then in hindsight, you see that was a great move because you confirm the breakout. You see them now holding this line of support, which you can see was resistance 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So 4 times resistance, and now we come down and hold a support. It's very good. The other thing is that we just sort of move up from where we're at the moment, and we don't test a line of support. That's the other scenario I see playing out, and then hit this sort of level about 52,000, where I speculate would be some solid resistance, and maybe we sit there for a little bit and see what happens, I guess. Again, predicting short-term movements for Bitcoin or any coin is nearly impossible. But you know, you can use probability and possibility, and you can look at what's playing out, and you can make reasonable speculative guesses, I guess. The other thing is just like, as I've just looked at the 3 possibilities, is to look at all the possibilities and say, what do you do if A, B, or C happens? And to not be too deterministic and say, well, Bitcoin's bullish, so Bitcoin's just going to go up. Like, no, Bitcoin could come down and test this line, then go up. Bitcoin could trend sideways if it wanted and then go up. I mean, Bitcoin has a mind of its own. And then, of course, Bitcoin could just come back down, not hold its support, and come down and maybe try to test this line of support around 44,000. Look, I do believe time is on our side, and so if that's to take place, look, it'd be not ideal. Obviously, I want Bitcoin to just soar to 60k and 100k, as everyone does, or at least start a trend upwards at the bare minimum. If you don't want it to move parabolic, you might want to just start a slow trend upwards, so you know it doesn't become too volatile. That'd be awesome, but you don't always get what you want, I guess. Maybe put it on the Christmas wish list. So anyway, probably leave the video there. Let me know what you think of Rune Thorchain. Let me know what your view is. Please give the video a like, guys. Would much appreciate it. Comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you later.